Last year, I became an American citizen. I know. I can finally start dating women for love. I'm looking forward to trying it. Should be a fresh experience. Right, because I don't know if you guys know this. It's expensive to be one of you people. It is really expensive. Like, it cost me $14,000. Yeah, $14,000. If any of you question my patriotism, I could show you a receipt. Like, when the lawyer told me it was to cost $14,000, I was like, really? Even Detroit? That doesn't make sense. There's gotta be discount cities, all right? Like, no offense to Detroit, but they have a high crime rate. I come from a country with a low crime rate. If I immigrate to Detroit, I'd be spending 14 grand to improve my probability of getting robbed another 14 grand. And now, like I said, I live in a part of Brooklyn and it's full of immigrants. We love to talk about immigrant experiences. And one thing I noticed about being a Canadian immigrant in America is that that's a lot like playing the easiest level in a video game. I was talking to other immigrants, I cannot relate. They're telling me messed up stuff, like I crossed the Pacific Ocean by boat, it took me 9 days. I was like, I took a bus, restroom was smelly. Yeah, and it's funny because it's like no matter which immigrant I talk to, we always get to a moment where we love to joke about how Americans keep correcting our English, and you do. Yeah, even the Canadians, right? Like whenever I say the word sorry, yeah, there's always an American that jumps on me like, nah, it's sorry. And I'm like, take it from a country that uses it. Root word is sorrow, therefore it's sorry. I don't come to your country and tell you to say diabetes. Yeah, that's your word. That would be very rude of me to mispronounce diabetes. I do, I love it. And by the way, I know this next bit's totally gonna sound like I'm trying to shock you, but I swear to you it's true. All right, like I had to do, in order to immigrate here, I had to do a citizenship test and an interview. First question, my citizenship interview, they asked me if I ever committed a genocide. Wow. I know, yeah. I was like, why? What did you hear? Stepped on an anthill once, does that count? Right? Because like, I don't even know how many a genocide is. I do know that's the wrong time to ask. Sitting across from an immigration officer like, ballpark, what do you think? Because like, why not ask me if I murdered one person? Isn't that enough not to come to your country? Although I'm a little flattered that they looked at me like I don't think one would satisfy him. He looks like he went to town on a town. And I also love that people in this country think that guys who commit genocide are known for their honesty. That is very optimistic. Like, you'll never catch me unless you ask. I may kill a ton of people, but I never lie. I was raised right. So I answered that question. I answered several more questions. Final question, my citizenship interview, they said, if you naturalize in America, are you willing to go to war for this country? I was like, holy fuck, why? To commit genocide? Yeah. Because now I'm starting to feel like the other question's a trick question, you know what I mean? Maybe I should have answered that differently. I know, but I made it. I'm now a dual citizen of both Canada and America. That's the best. I know. Yeah, right? I get access to free healthcare and Hawaii. Like, I recommend being dual citizen to everyone. Definitely. Get a backup country in case one slides into the ocean. And don't get me wrong, America's a fun option. Wow, it feels so exciting here. Everyone hates each other. It's interesting. It's interesting to watch. You guys do. You can't agree on anything. Pick a topic. Here's a good one. Did you know in 26 states, you're allowed to marry your cousins? Yeah. And in 24 states, you can't. That's almost right down the middle. You guys can't agree on cousin love. That's how fractured your country is. Like in 24 states, you guys are like, that's gross. And in 26 states, you're like, you haven't even seen my cousin. You do it too. Cheryl's hot. I know. And the other thing I know is about your country is, oh my God, you guys are so culty about your post-secondary education. You are. I've toured around the world. This is the only country where I've seen people introduce themselves with it. Like, come up to me, hi, I'm John, I went to Stanford. I'm like, hi, John, stop living in the past. You're in your 40s, what have you done since? Right, like, am I the only one? I hate it when people education flex. I'm a dick every time, I don't care. You could come up like, hi, I went to Harvard. I'm like, oh, never heard of it. Is that a sandwich? I love a Harvard, let's make one. Right, because you guys do this weird thing where you go to your university, right? Then you graduate, then you become alumni, and then get this, the university asks you for money. What balls? What balls? They put you 6 figures in debt, and then they have the nerve to call you up like, hey, got any more? Wow, even though they gave you a degree, they still think you're stupid. That is hilarious. It's like, this is how messed up the education system is in this country. Last year, 40% of undergraduates dropped out. 40%, that's high. All right, now listen, I'm not saying that you need to make classes easier. No, keep them as hard as they are. What I am saying is maybe we should stop asking 17-year-olds what they want to do for the rest of their life when they're 17. Yeah. Like, isn't that a little young? Right? Their brains, they're not even fully formed. And then their parents and their teachers, who they trust, back them against a wall. Like, what are you going to do for the rest of your life? Have you made a decision? What are you going to do? It's like, well, I just learned that I could drink alcohol out of my butt. I mean, I guess I'll weld.